What does it mean to be an American to you? I was born in the United States. It's where I live. Being an American citizen. To have American citizenship. I live here. It's an interesting question. I'm an American, but I moved to London a year ago. It's kind of a boring answer to say that it means I'm just from America. No one who calls me American only means I'm from America. It means they connect me to American culture. It means they think I have an American sentiment, I'm louder, more outgoing, or whatever, I talk in an American way, etc. Culture is a big thing for me. My humor is based off making references to things, and there's plenty of times something that would be common knowledge in America isn't common knowledge over here. During the holiday season, I mentioned to my roommate that I watched A Christmas Story, and he didn't even know what it was lol. Of course, American media is popular all across the globe, but only in its biggest pieces: The Simpsons, Friends, etc. Part of being American, to me, is growing up with these reference points, having your humor based off them, having memories associated with them, etc. There's plenty of aspects of American culture that are important to me: hip-hop music, graffiti, comic strips, and so on. I love these things, and despite the massive shortcomings of American society which caused me to leave in the first place, I love the creativity of America. I like the Churchill quote, and this is coming from a Canadian, of what it means to me. Americans can always be trusted to do the right thing, once all other possibilities have been exhausted. As a foreigner, I consider to be American anybody who lives full-time in America or America's captured territories. Maybe the only thing the majority of those people have in common is that they are enthusiastic, openly share their opinions with others, and speak a bit loud comparatively. Beyond that, it's a few 100 million individuals that can't be painted with just one brush. It means to live in a privileged country while screaming loudly about how oppressed you are. Right now it's kind of embarrassing since we once again elected the dumbest person in the country as president. Used to mean something. Used to have pride and purpose. Now it's a shame to be here. It means living with worsening conditions every day, an education system that's crumbling, and inaccessible, prohibitively expensive healthcare. It means living with the certainty that civil war is an actual possibility sometime soon, and that the top 5 in our country won't be affected by it. It means living paycheck to paycheck, where everything around you is becoming more expensive all the time. People are ignorant to the importance of unions thanks to poor education and daily propaganda, so wages stay stagnant. It means corporations and the elite can do whatever they want without consequences, while the people who actually move this country are tethered to a legal system that is specifically designed to stonewall anyone who tries to stand up to them. It means glorifying people of no substance whose only role in our country is to entertain. If I could afford to emigrate, I certainly would. Unfortunately, that's prohibitively expensive for the working class as well. Being American to me espouses the notion that everyone is created equal, which means nobody is above the law. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Nobody is better than the other. There are no class caste system, no race, religion, gender, sexual orientation better than the other, and it is never too late to make a better life for yourself. We are all equal in the eyes of God and the law. Notions that have been derailed since MAGA was created. It used to mean something to me, but not anymore. I'd rather tell you how it feels. It feels like being in a prison with a bunch of poor people that think they are just destitute millionaires, that if they could just get their one lucky break they too can be rich and be the ones oppressing people instead of being oppressed. Honestly, it doesn't even feel real anymore. It feels like satire. Being an American citizen, a citizen of the United States of America, it's a circus. Put a tarp over it and charge admission. To me, being American is simply a person who's living in the US and experiencing it in a long-term capacity. I think of it also being a person who has a connection to America where it feels like home to them. Freedom. We take it for granted. My coworker's friend went to jail for criticizing her country's leadership. I can shit-talk Trump, Biden, and Obama, etc. I have rights as a woman. I'm not forced to marry a 30-year-old man at age 14. I get the right to free education. My cousin begged me for money so she could go to high school when I was 16. We live in very different worlds. While America is still very divided and flawed, I'm proud to be American. Edit. I do have a complaint that so many Americans are ignorant. They take all of these rights for granted. To live your entire life as a tool for corporations and the wealthy. To spend years scrimping and saving towards a dream that will likely never happen. To have the wealthy remove protections and have some market crash, taking your savings with it. To see the gradual erosion of your society, as the illiterate and uneducated drive your country into a fascist oligarchy. To see the wealthy become untouchable by justice. to be powerless in the most powerful country, to do everything they said you should do feel everything they told you to feel, and discover it has always been to make you a replaceable tool.